What's going on, Internet? My name is David. This is INTJ Report. I want to go find something random on Quora, but let's start with this concept of well, do I have strategies about anything? First off, no. Strategy is like a predetermined plan for a problem, a situation. I don't have strategies. I just keep myself prepared for a moment where a reaction is required, and I'll deal with it then. I'm not I'm not concerned with hypotheticals ahead of time. Even though my entire brain is constantly processing possible futures, I'm doing that casually. I guess I don't know how to explain it, but I don't have any strategies. And to the idea of emotional armor, what I tried to convey through this answer and through a reply to an answer is that armor does more damage to you than it helps as a deterrent, as protection. If you wear armor all the time, you're just losing the battle. If like because for instance, if I was wearing a bulletproof vest, how often are bullets actually being fired at me? And I write is Superman wearing a bulletproof vest. Like classically, he's like bullets don't hurt him, right? Like they don't. If you fire a bullet at me, I'm gonna probably die. Like I'm not saying I'm Superman. What I'm saying is that if I wear a bulletproof vest all the time, that's energy I'm expending. It's not like I'm losing that battle because when I if I put on armor that way, and in the case of emotional armor, uh, I don't even need armor for emotions. Just come at me, bro. Bring it. Like come at me with the emotions. Just do it. I don't need armor for that. I don't know. There's no strategy other than to just be accepting and open. Some people call that vulnerable, but just bring it to me. All right. Anyways, let's go find a random answer or a random question worth talking about. Can INTJs accurately express their feelings when they want to show affection for others? Sure. I'm just gonna keep refreshing until a question uh, is what happens to INTJs when they're not in control? Oh, oh. What happens when I'm not in control? Do you think it's ever possible that I'm not in control? There's 7 answers, so I'm curious. Let's see what people say. Assistant bot, fucking downvote the goddamn bots. Speaking for INTJs only like to have control over one thing, that is themselves, and two, as much as is possible their life. Everything else we can handle if we like it. If we don't like it, we'll check out. Let's change it. Karen Jet. Yeah. I have recently had an 18-month period where very little was in my control. I couldn't control the outcome, and I had no influence over how things played out. Okay, maybe. INTJs don't so much prefer to be in control, but just prefer to be in charge of whatever they're supposed to be doing. I don't need to be in control over everything. In fact, I have a dying need to be in control. I don't have a dying need to be in control. There is only one thing I insist to control, and that is myself and my life. INTJs don't like to be in control. Like people stereotype us to be. Most of us avoid. Interesting. So, what happens when I'm not in control? Like, imagine having the awareness to say I'm not in control. Because like that is in and of itself control of the situation. If I sit here and say I'm not in control, like you take the wheel, you drive. No, everything. I do kind of wish I could just go along for the ride. In so many aspects, I wish I could be a passenger. Yeah, I really want to be a passenger. Just let me sit in a seat in the car, take me for a ride. You pick. Don't tell me where we're going. Don't ask me for my choices or preferences. You decide. You pick. But the reality is, I chose that. You know, like it all comes back to me. Like I am in control of everything. I am always in control. I don't understand. I can't not be in control. I can volunteer to like temporarily assign someone else to make decisions, but I also chose them to do that, or I picked them at random, or um, it was in my control to allow that to happen. So how do I not be in control? I can't even get to that place. I am always in control. I control myself, I control my environment, I control the people around me. And you could argue if you want that I don't control people because they're free autonomous beings and they can do what they want. But if they are within my within my circle, within my purview, I do control them. They do what I want, willingly or otherwise. So I'm always in control. All right, that's interesting. I'm gonna save this. That's how it got saved. All right, let's find a different one. How long is this video? How long have I been talking? Because that wasn't really good enough. Why do INTJs ghost their love interests when the relationship deepens? Not interesting. Do most people really mean it when they tell others to be themselves? All right, so there's doesn't seem to be any questions for me that are interesting right now. So let me go into how do INTJs typically deal with warnings to potential romantic partners? All right, let's just talk about something fun. INFJs. So uh, wait, there was an answer that I responded. So someone commented on this. I don't know her name, and she would probably not want to be in the video. So anyways, INFJs are special people, as special as I am. Right? We're not like we don't want to be rare. I think that an INFJ, and I'm not currently talking to any that I know of, but the INFJs I have spoken to probably don't want to be special. They don't want to be rare. They want to be known and understood. They want to be recognized. Like we don't want. It's a strange thing to be actually rare, but want to be understood. Because for the vast majority of people, you don't. They want, like, they have to find obscurity. They have to find some reason to stand out. Why? Why do you put on that 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 weird costume? And I'm gonna um that's a future topic. Costumes and camouflage, but why does the 70 to 80% of people, why do they want to be special? Why are they so determined to be special rather than known and understood? And they're creating their own hypocritical conundrum of, we see you, but you want it to be different than as advertised. So who's more dangerous, an enemy, an INFJ or an INTJ? Look at me. I'm all out there. I don't have sleeves. I don't have pants. Do you think I'm actually dangerous? What my mind is capable of is not pretty. Am I going to do what my mind is capable of on you? Uh, uh, Truly, do you think that I'm going to uh, be dangerous? Am I going to be a danger to you? And do you believe that? Listening to me speak rather than write. Do you think I'm dangerous? Seriously. Yes. If we go into and that could be a fun thing to do. We could go into plotting and planning out some sort of event that is uh, ultimately murder. You know, we could plan to kill someone or ourselves, whatever. It doesn't matter. In some sense of that, the capacity that I have to be realistic and truthful and plan. Yeah, I am more dangerous than any other type because I'm willing to have the conversation. I am willing to put it to the test. I'm willing to have the thought. Now, why I say INFJs are actually more dangerous is because they're more impulsive. And did I write it in this answer or was it? Oh, maybe it was somewhere else. Chaotic hellspawns running amok. Chaotic hellspawns running amok is my description of an INFJ. Except they're not always chaotic visibly. I think it's in they keep it contained, right? It's in your head. You understand. You know. But between my uh, willingness to consider all possibilities and an INFJ actually being a human in this world and being human and doing human things, they're far more dangerous. Just because I think about what I could do and I'm willing to talk about it, in some sense, it does make me dangerous because if you, in general, if a human says something, they're more likely to do it. So if I say murder, I'm more likely to do it because I've already somewhat convinced myself. Except I'm not really human. Am I? Maybe. I don't know. Let's leave it there. Am I human? Could be. All evidence says so. I'm still not convinced.